So you've been told to project your voice, breathe from the diaphragm and speak from the belly. And you have tried it and it felt weird and it did not stick. And your voice still disappears the moment the stakes go up. What if that advice was backwards? What if the diaphragm was never the starting point? By the end of this video, you will understand why your voice works effortlessly in some situations and shuts down in others. And I'm going to give you one thing to try today, not an exercise, a shift that changes where your voice comes from without you having to think about technique at all. And if you stay to the end, I'll give you a 2-sentence experiment that a client of mine used this week and it changed everything. Have you ever noticed that your voice sounds completely different when you are chatting to a friend about something you care about versus when you're presenting to your team? Same voice, same lungs, same diaphragm. So what changed? What changed is not technique. What changed is intention. When you're talking to a friend about something that matters to you, you're not thinking about the voice at all. You're thinking about what reaches them. You want the words to land. And when the intention is there, something happens in your body without you doing anything. Your abdomen engages, the breath deepens, the voice fills out, not because you told it to, but because you meant the words. Now think about what happens in the meeting. You're not trying to reach anyone, you're trying to survive. You are monitoring how you sound, wondering if people are listening, managing how you come across. And your body reads that instantly. The energy drops, the breath goes shallow, the voice retreats to the throat, and it's not a skill gap, that is the nervous system pulling back. So if the problem is not missing technique, what do you actually do about it? Here's what I've seen over and over again with the people I work with. They come in thinking that they need exercises, breathing drills, projection techniques, and some of that has its place. But the thing that actually shifts the voice is much simpler than that. It's this. Before you speak, decide that the person in front of you is going to receive something, not louder, not more carefully, just with the quiet sense that these words are worth delivering. And this person is worth delivering them to. This isn't a mindset trick. It's a physiological trigger. When you genuinely intend to reach somebody, your breathing reorganizes, your lungs take in more air, your abdomen engages to push the air upwards, your vocal folds come together more firmly, and your voice, without you doing anything technical at all, gains warmth, resonance, and presence. The intention is the technique. I know that sounds too simple, but the research on reciprocatory coordination backs this up. When speakers have a clear communication goal, their breathing patterns organize around the demands of the utterance automatically. You do not need to learn how to breathe for speech. You need to give your body a reason to. I see this pattern all the time. Someone comes to me and says, my voice is fine at home, fine with friends, but the moment I walk into a meeting, something changes and they think the answer is more technique, more control, more practice, more effort. Well, it is all that as well. But what they actually discover, usually in the first few sessions, is that the problem was never a lack of effort. It was too much of the wrong kind. What I hear again and again in some versions of this, when I stop thinking about my voice and start thinking about what I actually want to say, it just works. The abdomen engages. The breath is there, the voice has energy, not because they learned a new skill, but because they stopped doing the thing that was blocking the old one. And here's the part that surprises people. The thing that was blocking it was not nerves, it was not lack of confidence, it was a quiet, usually unconscious decision to keep the energy low, to not take up too much space, to not be too much. That decision lives in the body, and the body responds by withdrawing support. The voice goes to the throat, where it costs almost nothing, asks almost nothing, and draws almost no attention. When you reverse that, when you decide that the words are worth the energy and the person is worth reaching, the voice comes back. Not a new voice, but your voice, the one that was already there. So here's your experiment, and here's the takeaway that I want you to explore. Before the next meeting or your next phone call or even the next time you order a coffee, try this. take the sentence you were about to say it once the way you normally would, then say it again as if the person in front of you is genuinely deserving of the words that you're delivering and you want them to land. Do not think about your diaphragm. Do not think about your projection. Just mean the sentence and notice where the energy comes from. You have known it every time your voice worked with you without trying. If this made something click, the video on why your voice goes flat when you are nervous goes deeper into the nervous system. Link is here. And if you want to find out how steady your voice is under pressure, there is a free diagnostic in the description. And I will see you in the next video. Speak soon.